News came out today. Training camp, 23rd of July. That's when the veterans are reporting. So it's about a month away. What storylines are you most interested in this year, and why is it Brandon Ayuk's contract?
Well, I don't give a crap about his contract, but so far, that's the only storyline they have. So
Yes.
let's talk. In the past, it was always the quarterback, quarterback, quarterback. There's none of that. We got that quarterback story nailed.
Yeah.
There's no competition at running back.
No.
Apparently, the Niners don't give a crap about the competition on the offensive line,
No.
right?
No.
It would be, I do think, Ricky Pearsall is a story. How good is he, and how much does he, if he can, push himself into either the starting lineup or being used quite a lot? So I think on offense, Ricky Pearsall, and will Ayuk be practicing? Will Ayuk be there?
Be practicing? Is he there? Is he practicing? All that stuff. Ayuk watch.
Ayuk watch.
Yeah.
Ayuk watch. So that'd be the number one story. And then, of course, if he's there and wants to talk, the media wants to talk to him. I'm not so sure he's going to talk.
No.
But I'd say on offense, Ricky Pearsall.
Ricky Pearsall's big. Ricky, don't lose that number. Steely Dan.
Ricky, don't
Steely
lose
Dan.
that number.
Yeah. All right. I also think even though there's not a quarterback competition, Brock Purdy is a storyline. How does he do? Even though he's a proven good quarterback, he didn't do well in camp last year. So if he does well in camp this year, that would probably indicate some growth and improvement. And if he struggles, it doesn't mean he's going to struggle in the regular season, but that's just the context of what he's done.
I love it. Because Ira Miller, sometimes after a game, I said, Ira, I don't know what the hell to write about. He said, if you don't know what, write about the quarterback. Always a quarterback.
Yeah. There's also, and this is a smaller one, but I think it's going to be fun to watch Nick Sorensen and Brandon Staley during practice. Who's coaching what day to day? How does that work? Where's Brandon Staley? Where's Sorensen? Are they working together? Are they talking to different players? Are they acting as if the other one doesn't exist? How does that work? The dynamic.
I love it. And Iggy, you'll look at that?
Yes, absolutely.
Iggy, do you expect Dre Greenlaw to be around? I mean, I know he won't be practicing. Do you expect him to be around?
He may be like on a side field rehabbing, and maybe during certain portions of practice, he'll come over and watch. I think that's what we're going to see with Talanoa Hufanga.
With both of them?
Yeah.
Well, that's bears. Maybe you could get some information about them. Yeah, how are they? Because they're both. I mean, I don't think the Niners' defense is as good without those two guys. Would you agree?
I completely agree. I mean, everyone says Fred Greenlaw is like a future Hall of Famer and the best linebacker ever, and he's great. But Greenlaw does a lot for him.
You said Fred.
Sorry, everyone says Fred Warner is the star, and he is. But really, Dre Greenlaw is extremely essential to this team because he runs faster than Fred Warner, hits harder than Fred Warner. He's a great player. Better against the run than Fred Warner.
Also, Iggy, isn't there a rookie cornerback?
Yes. They drafted him in round 2, Renardo Green. He looked good in OTAs and minicamp. He could be a big addition for them this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one other thing I think that could be monitored during the mini camps or the preseason, I should say, who has more personality, Kyle Shanahan or Brandon Staley? Do you have a front runner there?
Oh, man. It's a tough one. They're very similar. Brandon Staley's first press conference, they were like, a lot of times with defensive coaches, they get you all like worked up and they make you feel like you want to go out and play football. This guy was like, oh my God, I need to take a nap. I'm tired. I'm exhausted.
I need
You ever hear like a coach, like I'd run through a wall for that guy? I would take a nap for that guy.
I'm going to go with Kyle until further notice. I'm saying Kyle has more personality than Brandon Staley.
Brandon Staley was in charge of a defense that gave up 63 points to the Raiders last year. That's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah. And then, as I recall, they fired his tush after that.
They did do that. Immediately, the tush got fired. Any more top storylines?
That's it for Lowell Cohn.
Lowell Cohn?
Lowell Cohn.
Generic name says Purdy can't ever put the team on his back and win with 2 minutes left because Kyle and his system will not allow it. No reason to even consider it.
I agree with that.
Yeah. You never see Brock Purdy do the hurry up offense because I don't know why. It's Kyle Shanahan won't let him do it. Not generic name says Niners will drop a game to Arizona this year.
Possible.
This show is my favorite every week, says Lil Will. Thanks, GC and LC. Thanks,
Thank
Lil
you,
Will.
Lil Will.
Steven Draper says, I don't know what that says. You got
Okay.
me. Midge E, the mid, Debo's son, AD gone. He needs some milk. I'm sorry, you lost me. Generic name says McVay is clearly better, and the reason is simple. He can adjust. Kyle can't and won't. Rigidity is a cancer that destroys teams. Rigidity.
Interest, rigidity. You know what word I hate
What?
in sports announcers? You know what it is.
Physicality.
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 If you listen to the NBA Finals, Doris Burke, God love her, I don't know her, whatever. She said physicality so many times. She needs another word.
She doesn't just say physicality, which is already an awkward word with too many syllables. She says a level of physicality.
Does.
He brought a level of physicality on that play as opposed to he pushed the guy.
11. And she Doris, I'm sorry. She probably thinks, man, that's really intelligent to say a level of physicality. Doris, everything a writer learns is be specific. Don't use abstract words. They're a killer.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got here?
Joseph Stockbridge. Have you seen that golfing commercial Fireball has? I saw it this morning and thought of your story. So they know I know I'm on the Matrix. Have you guys heard the story about NFL ticket lawsuit? I don't know about the NFL ticket lawsuit, and I haven't seen the Fireball commercial. Sorry. But I am golfing later today, so got that going for me. All day, every day, Kim said, huh?
Getting hearing aids. Yeah, later today.
It's a big day. All day, every day, Kim says, my humble opinion, I think Kyle holds on to these older players because he's trying to make up losing a team leader when he lost Buckner. Okay. MGM Production says, when negotiating with Debo, Kyle was confident a deal would happen because he hadn't talked to him yet. How confident is he about a deal with Ayuk, and if he's going to speak to him like he did Debo? That's a great question for Kyle.
He won't answer it.
No. It's a good question, though. Great show, fellas, says Dave Barclay.
Thanks, Dave.